Hello everyone, I'm Higgsy007. Welcome back to another We Discuss. This is something we used to do on this channel quite a lot. We haven't done it in a long time. But basically, I have invited my good friend Gary from Gillespie Gaming into the studio, and we are going to digest and dissect Black Ops 3. And we're going to pick out the positives and the negatives. This is a very unbiased review of Black Ops 3. So let's get into it. Let's get right into it. By the way, just say hello, Gary.
Hello, boys and girls. I was waiting for that. I was just waiting for the.
So here we go.
Skip into the.
Let's get right into it.
Into the discussion. Into the.
Yes.
We discuss.
So we're going to try our best and keep this under 10 minutes so we don't bore you to death with our dulcet Irish tones.
We will try.
So we have a few topics picked out, and as always, please feel free to add a few within the comments section down below. First off, let's start with a few positives, and just to show how balanced this game was, our positives and negatives are actually equal.
They are actually equal.
So that's saying something. That's pretty good. That's a positive from the outset. So specialists, that was introduced to Black Ops 3 this year. I know it was stolen from Destiny with the supers, but we have never played. Well, we haven't really give much time to Destiny.
I have no interest at all really to playing Destiny or the likes of Battlefield.
Yeah.
I'm a COD player and I always will be, and to get things from different games in Call of Duty for me is no bad thing.
Yeah.
And like as soon as we seen the specialist in the trailer, that's all we heard. Oh, it's taken from Destiny. Why? That's not a bad thing. They took something that worked, and I think it worked very well.
We all knew that David Van der Haar was a massive fan of Destiny, so why not incorporate other games into Call of Duty? The specialists work well with both the abilities and weapons, each suited to your playstyle and also to the game type. Obviously, you're a massive fan of hardcore. Yeah. Abilities suit hardcore. Abilities
definitely did suit the hardcore.
Much more so than the weapons.
I think so, yeah, because the weapons, the normal weapons in the game would take you down just as quick as
a pistol would be as good as an annihilator.
Yeah, of course it would. So the abilities definitely give you that little bit more of an edge, especially with no like map, or like the HUD is very limited.
Yeah.
So if you did get a vision pulse, or if you got like kinetic armor, something to give you that wee bit extra of extra edge.
It helped a lot, yeah.
Did.
Speaking on specialists, they introduced Blackjack quite late into the game, about halfway through its life cycle.
Yeah. And
Blackjack worked really well.
I think it worked very well, but
it was just so late coming.
It was. I really did like the whole speculation. You know, we got was it the second DLC map?
I think it was either the first or the second. Whenever one hijacked came out in.
It was in that 3-in-1 map. What's it
Gauntlet.
Called yes.
Gauntlet, yeah.
And we've seen the Blackjack, we've seen the calling card, and then the whole YouTube went crazy.
And they still didn't give it to us for ages.
I know, it took. I mean, we were sure we were going to get it in the next drop, and we had to wait. Yeah, it must have been in the first drop, the hint. Yeah. I had to wait another 2 drops to get it.
It was nothing special, but I do think Blackjack worked well. It was neither overpowered or underpowered. Alright, the fact that you have to complete contracts to work to earn it, and that basically transitions us nicely into your next positive, which is contracts and challenges. Yeah. Contracts, for me, again, I think were brought into the game too late. If they had been in the game from the start, and I know the next Call of Duty, which by the way we're not going to talk about Infinite Warfare or Modern Warfare Remastered.
We're not allowed, no.
That'll be this time next year hopefully. But contracts worked well. I do really like the dailies and the weeklies. Specials, I'm a bit annoyed that they didn't push the specials a bit more. We had one special contract, and then they introduced the mercenary contracts and the other special contracts later on. If they had have integrated them more so at the beginning, it would have worked.
I think so.
But we did have the challenges, and Treyarch are great at the obscure and the obscene challenges, and there was quite a few of them. I
really enjoyed the Return Fire.
Yeah. You completed a lot. You're a challenge whore altogether.
Yeah, I would be. I do admit it. And to get that final power core, it took me so long. It took me, I'd say, a good month, if not 6 weeks, to get that challenge. The whole thing, to get the whole wee kitty cat. And it was such a reward. And I remember even the video was on my channel where I just kind of panned around, you know, something that lasted maybe 30 seconds, lasted about 2 minutes.
You made the most of it.
This is me shooting down this power core. And I felt great, it really did. And I haven't changed my calling card since, that's all I use.
That's been it from you got that?
Yeah, pretty much.
How did you find the perks balanced within the game, Gary? I know perks is a strange one because it's the same. It's now Call of Duty have made the perks their own, which is good because you play Battlefield and it's a first person shooter as well, but it doesn't have the perks. I know people say the perks make you into a super soldier, makes it a bit more arcadey, but then Call of Duty is a bit more arcadey.
Exactly. That's what I like about Call of Duty. It is an arcade, version of. Yeah, exactly. I don't need it to be too realistic. I want to have a bit of crack, a bit of fun.
Yeah.
I mean, we're playing with space. That's for goodness sake. One that
robots,
you overdrive, you go flying into the spawn. Oh, it's one of the reasons why I love hardcore.
But the perks were really well balanced. There was there was no crutch perks this year.
No.
For me, Dead Silence. I play a lot of free for all and a lot of TDM. Dead Silence was a big advantage. I cannot pick a class without Dead Silence. I used to use a lot of Blast Suppressor in the Dead Silence combo. I haven't used as much Blast Suppressor anymore because I try and keep it a bit more boots on the ground. Pretty much, at least you have that choice. Ghost, I don't think was used, or Ghost wasn't really overused. I
used it, but then again, the fix Ghost because you have to be on the move for it to work.
Yeah, it doesn't suit campers.
I'd be the complete opposite. I would use my perks as just the Ghost and Quick Draw. Or Fast Hands. Fast Hands. See, that's the thing, it's the same perks, but they just keep changing the names. But I would have went all out for the guns. I would have went, my attachments.
You would have used the guns,
I would have been, my grip or my quick draw, my stock, whatever it was to get that edge, just basically to go fast. So that's kind of, I would have used the Ghost to stay off the radar, and then obviously my Fast Hands to.
See, that's where I like Dead Silence, because I would class myself, I think, as a smarter player and I would read the map pretty well, and I do like flanking, so running around behind them and not being heard. Dead Silence, I don't think I used that much. Awareness, and I know they messed up awareness so much, they nerfed it and buffed it, they changed it too much. I suppose that's one thing where we could transition now into the negatives of the game. The updates, the constant updates.
Goodness, but then what, Call of Duty wouldn't be Call of Duty without their buffs and their nerfs and their updates. And if they would just maybe leave the game. If something is really broke, alright, they have to fix.
Don't say just leave the game alone, because we go back to Modern Warfare 2. They just give us a game and that was it. Not one update, not one nerf buff.
There was nothing Modern Warfare 2.
Very little. They just give it to us.
I think you should look at the noob tubes.
There were so many things broken in that game.
Yeah, that is true.
But we still loved it. I still loved it anyway.
Love that game.
But it was constant updates, and I do say yes, it's nice for them to show that they care about the game and change things.
Yeah.
But the thing is, who are they listening to? Are they listening to the core Call of Duty community, which is the average gamer like me and you, or are they listening to the MLG scene who say, no, this Kuda is way too good, the VMP isn't good enough, the Vesper's too much kick, it's too much.
The Vesper, my goodness, that weapon went from top to bottom, then now Axis one of my top.
It's now usable again. The Argos was the same.
The Argos was the same,
They done too much. It was too much too soon maybe, and then they changed it back again.
Yeah, you can look back even to Black Ops 2 with the Remington.
Yeah.
When that game launched, that Remington was lethal, man.
It still is though.
And then they buffed it, and then they kind of nerfed it again, and
they changed it a bit.
It is.
Connection. How did you find Connection?
Connection was inconsistent.
That's one word just to describe the connection of Black Ops 3 is inconsistent, and I think that would probably just sum it up for everyone.
When the game started, I thought it was okay. It was fine. We see these last few, especially these past few weeks now that it was coming the end of the cycle. The amount of host migration is crazy.
Connection interrupted.
It's so frustrating when you're on a good streak. When you lose your crypto key bonus, your end of match bonus, it is frustrating. It really is.
I know. First world problems. It's terrible.
First world problems.
Hashtag first world problems. I had a few issues at the start, and I think the beta actually, we had quite a strenuous beta. I've probably still gameplay on my hard drive of me one-barring, and I have a pretty decent connection, and I know you do as well, with decent enough fibre broadband, and it was strenuous to say the least. It was testing. I know that's the reason they give us an extra few days because of the connection issues, and then come launch, it wasn't the worst. It was definitely a hell of a lot better than it was beta, but it had issues, and for me, and I said it probably this time last year or maybe 10 months ago, on an online multiplayer shooter which is completely reaction based and it's a Twitch based shooter, connection is key.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Dedicated servers is the number one priority, and I know they did say we do have dedicated servers in Black Ops 3, it's just not enough of them. It's a system that doesn't necessarily work too well. It wasn't integrated well enough. I'm hoping in future Call of Duties we shouldn't even talk about connection.
Yeah.
But for what I noticed is the worse connection you had, the better advantage you had against someone with a good connection.
No doubt.
Lag compensation was pretty extreme in Black Ops 3.
But at least this year that we had no real talk of skill-based matchmaking. That didn't happen in this Call of Duty. Was it there?
We had the skill-based matchmaking fiasco of, I think it was the start of the year.
Yeah, there was that.
And I did the commentary on it.
Again, YouTube blew up.
Yep.
Oh, this is the end of Call of Duty and never playing again. Oh, I was there.
I was
myself
part
and
of
you.
that.
We were convinced for a week that it was there. And then we thought,
I do think
It's
they
not there.
introduced it for a week. Very small, but it was there. But listen, skill-based matchmaking isn't the worst. We should not be crying about it because it's basically
I don't mind
saying
about skill-based matchmaking if it's in the same area. I don't want to be paired up with some guy on the other side of the world.
Pedro from South of Spain.
Exactly,
it doesn't work.
and that's not going to work because the connection there is not key.
Connection is key regardless. I would love if I was to play with my next door neighbour, 80-year-old Seamus there, who loves a bit of Call of Duty there late at night after a few Guinness. He's great crack. Weapons and supply drops.
I know.
This is a negative.
We're back to those supply drops. Whatever we say, supply drops are here to stay.
Yes.
And Advanced Warfare brought them in.
How they
a
can
broken system, but they're here to stay.
How they can balance them is going to be a tricky thing. I know in future Call of Duties, it sounds like they're going to balance them. The weapons that we received in supply drops in Black Ops 3 were not completely overpowered. They were not game breaking. They were not pay to win.
Not really. I don't think so.
Now, what they did say at the start of the life cycle, cosmetics only. Unfortunately, they didn't stick to that. The melee weapons, which were way too many melee weapons.
Could you actually name them all now?
No.
There is so many.
So many melee weapons.
We would forget about them. We would forget them.
But it's not. Melee weapons are just a bit of fun.
A bit of fun.
And that's it. It's not even a game breaker.
When I got I got the buzz saw, whatever it's called. We all got the prize fighters. Got the shovel, spade, ace of spades, whatever the hell it's called. First thing I did, I went in for a game. Yeah. And I played it for maybe 2 or 3 games. And that was it.
It's a novelty. That's a novelty item. That's all they are.
If I had got the Peacekeeper.
Oh, yeah.
I did get the FAR. I did get it.
Yeah.
And I got her nearly gold. And I did use it. I didn't find it overly better or worse than the weapons that was there. But because I was just supplied a weapon, I used it.
But the negative to the supply drops in Black Ops 3 is they did not give us the option to buy the weapons.
No.
And it is, regardless of what people say, it's a gambling system because I could spend real life money on COD points and never ever receive the weapon that I want. There's no way that I can get that weapon.
There's no algorithm, there's no formula. It is simply down to
it's a slot machine. That's all it is. It's a slot machine. And the melee weapons, they're a novelty.
Alright,
you know.
Yeah. There is a few of the weapons I would have liked to got the HG40.
I got the HG40 and the Marshals and
got the Marshal, got the NX Shadow Claw, which were very, very fun to use.
I hate it, man.
They were a lot of fun to use. See, maybe that's it. Maybe these weapons aren't overly powered. It's jealousy. The guy over, another team has the weapon that you've been trying to get.
But he got that from luck. He didn't get it from being better than me.
No, there's nothing he did anything different. It's just the fact that he has it and we don't.
Yeah.
And that's why we think
it's just it needs to be more fair. If they give me the option, like Ghosts was a great system. Season Pass got the Ripper, got the Maverick.
Yes, we got it a month early.
And it gave us the option if we wanted to buy it, if we didn't have Season Pass.
Something like that.
I think it was more. It was maybe $3.99 or $5.99. But who cares? Buy it. At least you know what you're buying. It's not a gamble. Double XP weekends was for me a massive negative. It was a strain on the servers, a strain in the system, and a strain in my patience and temper because I just controller down and that was it. I couldn't play.
So I would remember this year we would have got, sent each other a tweet, whatever. He's going on tonight, lads, we'll be on this weekend. Yeah, everyone, we're all up for it, and then one of us will remind it.
Yeah.
Just remind
Next thing, Charlie and Tel will come through. Double XP weekend.
Exactly. And I thought, you know what? No. Guys, we'll leave it.
It was sweaty McBetties everywhere. And I'd hate using this word of try hard and sweats, but it's not fun. Especially when it's the bunch of us, a bunch of the lads get together and all we want is a bit of fun, a bit of banter, and we can try out our unorthodox classes and see who can do well. Usually me. When you're playing a try-hard team or sweaty McBetties, it's not fun. And for me, Call of Duty, it all boils down to we should have fun, especially when you're partied up.
Oh yeah.
It's just all about fun and laughs. We've never been competitive or MLG players. We never want to be, and that's where we don't have any other option but to have fun, but we enjoy that. We have actually made friends and, you know, grown friendships throughout Call of Duty just by partying up. And you know, I think to me that's what it's all about, and that's what gaming is all about. Because back to when, you know, I was younger, when I was a little toddler, that's what we would do, was have my friends around and we would play FIFA or GoldenEye. We would party up, and that's how it's transitioned into now, which is online multiplayer. I suppose it's reminiscing of old days, and that was fun. It wasn't competitive. We, you know, we never got into any fights or anything.
Yeah,
well, we
you
did
had
actually.
banter, you had a bit of crack, but it was
dead arms
it was part
and
of it. Yeah,
noogies.
exactly.
But it was fun, and I think that's what Call of Duty and any game should boil down to, is having that bit of fun, and it seems to be missed a lot. How Call of Duty can integrate that, I don't know. Treyarch seem to be good at making fun things. Infinity Ward seem to take it a bit more serious, but then we do still tend to like Infinity Ward that bit better.
I really do. I'm finding it so hard not to talk about Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
But we're not allowed to.
We're not allowed to.
We're not allowed, but
this time next year we'll be talking about it. Actually, let us know. We'll probably do a podcast soon. It's something we haven't done in a long time. Most of you subscribers, it's been about for a long time, will remember the podcast shows. And
they were a lot of fun.
They were great fun.
They were good fun.
And I know I've met a few people through doing them as well, and it's nice to get different sides of the story and different perspectives of things, whether you're a Call of Duty fan or not. So hopefully that would maybe between the beta and launch,
I'm sure we could find
maybe
a space somewhere in our busy schedules.
Post beta, pre-launch podcast party thing.
Alpha, beta.
Thank goodness for the pop filter, and I just dropped my pen. Anyway guys, we're going to wrap this up. Thank you. If you've stayed tuned this long and you've listened to the full thing, you deserve something, and you may need to get your head examined or some medical attention if you've listened to us for this long, but we really appreciate it.
We do.
Thank you so much, and be sure to leave your comments down below and hit me up on Twitter. I'll leave Gary's Twitter link in the description below, and my own's always there, my Snapchat's there, and Bebo and MySpace and whatever else is there, Instagram, and send me a postcard or leave me address down below. So guys, thank you all so much for watching and listening. I've no idea what the gameplay is in the background, but this has been the longest outro ever. I've been Higgsy007. Thank you all so much for watching. Love you, bye. And this has been Gary Gillespie.
Slangafile.
Love you, bye.